Morning, Officer Max Croxford to look into the spate of late head-high tackles, which the Lions say are not being reported by umpires. Fitzroy say umpires are reporting trivial incidents, not those which are causing serious injuries to players. Late in the third quarter, Darren Kapler was flattened after marking in defence. Umpire Peter Cameron, one of the game's most experienced and respected umpires, was only metres away. Fitzroy were incensed that Hawthorn player Dermot Brereton was not even penalised by a 15-metre penalty. The Roys say that in their last 3 games, 5 players have been KO'd in the same manner. Today, National Director of Umpiring Bill Della would not comment, nor would any VFL official, saying it would not be fair with an official investigation about to be launched. Of the clubs contacted today, only Essendon backed Fitzroy. Bomber General Manager Barry Capuano said he supported any action taken against late tackles. He said the problem was attributed to inconsistent umpiring and that head-high tackles were also coming back into the game. Hawthorn team manager Alan Joy said any trouble was caused by the speed of the game and the emphasis placed on tackling by coaches. Joy said there was no need for an investigation. He was backed up by the other clubs who said they saw no problem with high tackles this year. The Lions will meet later tonight to formulate their appeal for the investigation. Later in sport, a crisis meeting now underway at St Kilda, and we cross live to the tribunal. That's doing the rounds, David.
Thanks, Eddie. And among the reports we'll have next, a last-minute reprieve for a Pentridge prisoner fighting a deportation order.
Who has taken him to an early death is undergoing an operation in hospital tonight following a shocking smash at Yarra Glen today. Gath was driving a 2-year-old called Sweeper in the opening event when half the field came down on the first turn. Gath is suffering from a broken leg, and the race was so badly disrupted, stewards were forced to declare it a no race. Gath's drive Sweeper started from barrier 1. The colt was badly away and was relegated to being 3 back along the inside. The front runner, against the grain, got tangled up on the first turn and the drama began.
As they turn out of the straight, and it's on the outside, Red Image against the grain, came down. Oh, spectacular fall on the first turn. The driver of Cashman's been tipped out. There's about 6 of them out of the race on the first turn.
Amazingly, Gath was the only driver seriously hurt in the pile-up. He was catapulted through the air and was fortunate not to break his back. Rushed to the Ringwood Hospital for x-rays, Gath had broken a couple of bones in his knee. The crash had disturbed the field so much that stewards were forced to declare the event a no race. And we apologise for the quality there, but of course it was from the track video. OK, Harness Racing's #1 owner, Alan Hunter, added another Gold Cup to his collection when his favourite pacer, Quite Famous, won today's Yarra Glen Cup. And this trophy Alan is hoping to keep. Hunter won this year's Inter-Dominion with My Lightning Blue, but had that Gold Cup stolen in a well-publicised robbery. Hunter's horse, Quite Famous, was responsible for an extraordinary performance. The stallion was handicapped on 25 metres and went flat out all the way. Quite Famous and Diamond Maker charged away from a top-class field, and the cup developed into a 2-horse war.
2 metres to Diamond Maker, challenging hard. Quite Famous about a neck in front. Diamond Maker moves up alongside of him. Quite Famous and Diamond Maker. Quite Famous fights him off. This has been a magnificent run. Quite Famous wins the cup.
Despite being hampered with a broken hopple carrier, Quite Famous smashed the track record by a whopping 5 seconds. Trainer-driver Jim O'Sullivan explained he couldn't hold up the pacer.
I was content to sit outside him, but he got too keen and wanted to go, so Teddy said, well, you better go, because I was only going to run him into the ground. So when I got to the front, he bolted.
And Alan Hunter was delighted to collect another cup.
But other people I take them from me, really. But to the guy that took the other one, I hope he's enjoying it, and I'm going to enjoy this one.
And the dividends, Quite Famous, was heavily back, 125 and 80, Diamond Maker 140, and another one of Alan's horses, Bronski, beat 75. Quadrilla at Yarra Glen today on the combination of 375 and 1, 273.10. The daily double on 12 and 1, 15.85, and the extra on 5 and 4, $3.35. Let's look at dividends from Tats Lotto draw 603, Division 1.
Pictures from Pro Video show Gath was catapulted from his sulky and lay on the track for about 10 minutes before he was taken to hospital. The driver of the horse that fell, Ron Kelly, suffered minor head, arm and leg injuries. The fall happened about 150 metres after the start of the first race, which was abandoned. Gath is in Maroondah Hospital with a suspected broken left knee. $35,000. That's the cost of each of the 5 operations.
By Britain during the match against Hawthorn was not an isolated incident. And today I can reveal the Lions are not the only club upset. The West Coast Eagles have also sent a letter to the VFL expressing their concern over an incident involving Brereton during the match at Princes Park on April the 25th. Brereton clashed with two West Coast Eagle players. Certainly on one occasion it was Mark Zanotti who's seen to come off second best. Today the VFL was reluctant to discuss the matter after confirming there had been correspondence from the West. Meanwhile, the only quote from the Eagles Chief Executive John Walker was, "We have now shed our whinging tag." Moments ago, a Hawthorn executive told me, "We are not aware of any official complaints and are in no position to comment." As for Dermot Brereton, he's out there training with all the enthusiasm that he's renowned for. At the Glenferrie Oval, Rob Asprey, National 9 News.
For the first time in more